Oh, my darlings, just look at your clothes. Something...
You don't know the half of it, Miss Paulina. Do you mind if we...
Of course, of course.
We should be safe here for... Thank you again, Mr. K. I don't know what...
The action was consistent with my name.
How do you mean?
I am not entirely sure. The relevant entry...
You're one of those witnesses, right? Do you know...
Buki? Oh, right. That's me.
I do detect something familiar about them.
Me neither. Although there's at least one thing we know for sure. I was dead, although I wouldn't mind finding out who was.
While I appreciate all the catching up, I think we should allow Crisbel and her...
Thanks, Matthias. We'll resume in the morning. All right, that's enough rest. We still need to get those mineral samples.
If that is where you are headed, then I shall accompany you.
Great.
What exactly makes you want to...
I have unfortunately lost the data that was supposed to be... I will need to begin accumulating replacement knowledge about the world. I am certain I was created with a purpose.
So, you want to find out more about who you are and why...
I suppose that makes sense.
There is no need to worry.
Have a safe trip, my darlings. Feel free to come back and...
Monsters!
They must have found their way here from deeper in the...
This will serve as a good opportunity for me to My style of combat is different than that of a typical human. My body is constantly being supplied with crystal energy. I have great speed and stamina, allowing me to strike many times whenever... However, whenever I attack or use as it rises, I become stronger. But there is also a... Let us proceed to a demonstration. Press the button each time I begin to glow to trigger additional... You did well. Whenever I attack or use a skill, as it rises, I become stronger. But I run the risk of overheating myself. I also possess the ability to change by using my juggle skill, I can move this enemy to the other side of... Let me demonstrate my For this attack, press the button repeatedly. Try to keep the indicator in the yellow area. Now, let us finish disposing of these errant...
Well, I see you're as good as your word. It's nice to see that some...
How long do you think the repair...
I don't imagine... And there...
This is... It worked! Crisbel, why don't you...
It's working!
Leaves just 2 more cathedrals to visit. One in Cinder, although I think we still have a little...
Uncle Wilhelm!
Oh, hi, Risa. What are you doing here?
She just said she was looking for me. What is it, Risa?
Not exactly.
The memorial service for Mom is about to start. But Lucio and I haven't found any concrete evidence to use against her yet. But after what... I just know she...
I see. Crisbel, I knew Gladys for a long time. She was like a sister to me. And maybe we can help straighten out whatever's...
Say no more, Maestro. And Risa, of course...
Great! The memorial service is being held at the Orowitz mansion on the north side.
This sensation.
I recognize some of these things. Normally,
Maybe this is a strange question, Mr. K, but does that mean you...
I have had many friends, but it is not the same with me as it is with you.
That sounds really...
I don't feel that way. After all, humans have such short lives that there are always...
I don't really like being in place.
They appear to be mourning someone. I have observed...
Gladys must have been a pretty important person. It feels...
She was the head of the Orowitz family. She had a kind heart that cared for... And she always put the well-being of Talira first.
Shh, it's...
Family and friends, we have come together today to mourn the tragic loss of our... May her soul find peace. Lady Gladys was an inspiration to us all. I'm sure we each have many... So today, although we mourn, I ask that everyone please come together. Take a moment and share your happy memory. Knowing her, I'm sure she would rather be remembered with...
So what do we do?
Let's go talk to
When I said I wanted to study in the university, she was always like that.
I remember how she was always kind to... She even brought me medicine when I was sick.
Lady Gladys was always a philanthropist.
She was a great teacher. She was a great... It's too bad that only memories can be preserved in Sapphire.
Gladys always used to say she wasn't a fan of them, and she always greeted returning soldiers with a warm... I can almost see her.
I'm glad now. I simply don't understand how Gladys could have...
She was a good person.
I hate that Reese.
You won't get anything from that! Besides, it's not like any...
I can't believe I used to teach you.
There's a picture.
Yes.
She seems... I'm sorry, Wilhelm. I'm not very good with this.
Oh, is that... I'm sorry about before, and I believe we haven't been... Gladys and I exchanged so many letters over the years that I read... Didn't she have a towering intellect and little boy... I have to say, you did an excellent job. If only Gladys had focused on their manners. Anyway, you're welcome to join us during the memorial, but it would be rude under the circumstance. I hope you will come by the house for dinner at a more.
I definitely will.
Master Wilhelm, I'm happy.
I'm glad I made it too. Risa, let me... Have the two of you made any progress on your investigation?
Some. Supposedly she was Gladys's cousin, who had been living... Almost no one here seems to remember her, although... I checked and I was able to find some holdings in her name, but I couldn't find any. No one saw her kidnap Franny either. If we were to confront her now, it would just be our... And that's where the trail runs cold, I fear. I would ask Gladys about her, but... One can't...
Maybe there's something I can do to help it.
How so? What do...
I think that's Lady Gladys I see in the past. I may be able to use time magic.
Leave it to me, Crisbel.
So glad you could make it, Wilhelm. It would...
Glad to see you made it.
I wouldn't miss it for anything.
It warms my heart to see the city My children seem to think I'm invincible, but I suppose there's only one time to go finish that will I've been... Time to go finish that...
I should probably tell Miss...
Cris Tales.
I think so, Mr. Lucio.
I knew she started working on one. My friends, we now have a special...
Hey, that's the bird lady.
But the Orowitz family must move forward. I'm sure that is what... And to that end, we do have some business that needs to be resolved. Before her tragic death, my dear sister Gladys made me promise that she was quite insistent that the family fortune be protected and stay within... So, it is with a heavy heart that I...
That woman kidnapped my Franny!
And she plotted with the Empress.
And she came out of a magic portal and smashed the mural.
And she... Wait.
Buki, are you saying you saw what happened?
Yes. No? I'm sorry, dearie. My memory...
Maybe Rallis disassembled her to prevent her from telling the story.
If we can find the missing components, I think it should be possible to
Wow, Kay. Talk about being reliable.
Do you know where the rest of your body might be, Miss...
I'm not entirely sure. They're somewhere salty.
That sounds like the depths of the salt mines. Just hold tight, Gladys.
Oh, I see them. Some of my parts are right there. Ah, my Once I'm all back together, I'll have to find a proper way to...
The last time I came to this area,
These mines have been around for generations. How long?
I do not measure my life by the same time. It is rare for an event to occur that is interesting enough to merit.
What would be an example of something that...
For example, when a time mage comes to the lake with the head of a witness.
Yeah, I hear you, Kay. That doesn't sound like the sort of thing that happens that often.
All right. That's enough chit-chat, everyone.
Indeed. I can sense the faint signal of a witness down here.
Mining is getting harder with...
We're confined to...
I'm glad we found it, but...
Judging by the blue crumbles, I'd say the miners have been...
But why would they...
A long time ago, there was a group of people in this area who did the same thing.
How long ago?
1,204.
I should have known better than...
This seems like a...
Be careful, Crisbell. With...
There we go.
Let us go look for the other one.
We collected the first... This seems...
Be careful, Cris...
There we go.
Let us go look for the other one.
2 down.
Shh. Keep your voice down.
Be ready, Major.
Oh, there's my body. It's not much. Oh, thank you so much.
Let's return to the cathedral. Give me some time, and I will see if I can reassemble her.
I'm my old self again. Oh.
Miss Spooky, do you remember what happened when you first...
Oh, yes, sweetie. Oh.
What is it?
I remember now. 2 people came here. Then that Rawless woman appeared and said something like, "My resurrect..."
I'll stop you.
What?
You again!
Don't be an animal. But I can't allow you. It seems like you went to a lot of work rebuilding this machine.
Is she...
The Empress gave me this device for something else, but it makes old technology like this.
Intruders! I must defend the brood.
Hope you all have fun.